Oh, hell no. Hello everyone, this is very impromptu, which is how I know I'm supposed to film. So, don't at me for exhausting. I don't want to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it anymore. Let me tell you, for some reason, I keep thinking it's a bright idea to get freaking thin spaghetti. It's not. Like, the texture matters, you know? We managed not to burn our garlic bread today. I don't like wearing my hair down because then I eat all my hair. Okay. So we're just doing the headphones for aesthetic purposes. I'm sorry, Bear. But yeah, how are you guys? That's better. Shit's good with me. I did want to tell you a continuum of the Fuck Girl Diaries, aka the motherfucking Pinché Diaries. I'm just so excited to not only be here, to tell you guys the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. You know, this would slap so much better if it were thick spaghetti. Okay, so the last time I had this spaghetti video with y'all, I was telling you about my Barget days. Oh my God, my glory days. So I was really killing it at Barget, you know what I mean? At the time, I was really working my way up the ladder. I was in the running for a team lead position. So what I'm trying to say is I was somewhat still well respected, but as some of you may know the story, how the story goes is rumors started going, swirling around about your girl being a hoe. But I wasn't even a hoe at this point in my life. I was like, no, but okay, whatever you want to believe. So then I just started accepting the role that I was cast, you know? Why the hell not? For the most part, I used to be smarter about dating current coworkers, but I would basically go after these guys that worked there after the fact. Like, I would start talking to them right as they put in their 2 weeks notice. But there were times that shit got weird with people that I was currently working with. I just wanted attention, y'all. I was a little thotty looking for attention through the men's. Love me. Say that you love me. Now. Pathetic. Desperado. Lord, forgive me how you made me. Okay, so this is where the riffraff goes down with R&R. And rumors spread like wildfire, y'all. But it was crazy because I could understand, as someone from the outside looking in, thinking that I was two-timing both of them or I was dating both of them at the same time. I can assure you I was not dating the original R. The other R I ended up dating, and then the other R got jealous, or just his ego got in the way. Sorry, bro, I didn't like you regardless of the other R. But there were rumors going, and you just couldn't stop it from flowing. And then, I kid you not, it was just like the letter A. Everyone was just looking down upon me and judging me and talking shit. And all the people that I thought were my friends turned their backs on me. It's the cliche story as old as time. Until as old as time. At this point, my reputation's going downhill. My sanity's going downhill. Your girl's going downhill. Family shit is popping off with my then alive brother, who, unbeknownst to me at the time, was about to pass away within the next year. Year and a half. So shit was going down, you know. Lauren got these guys fired. No, that was on them, acting like little bitches. Y'all could have been professional and handled it outside of work, but y'all had to really be shouting from across the freaking escalators about how y'all really feel about one another over your girl. Did I get fired? No. But everybody was saying that I should have, even though I wasn't there that day, even though it had nothing and everything to do with me at the same time. I'm telling you guys this story because this is like where my life really shifted. So at this point, I was probably only working there a few more months. Ginger ale. But you know, Barget has high turnover. So there was just new meat coming in and out like a factory. And even though they heard the rumors, like, stay away from her. She's evil. She'll snatch your soul. I mean, they were warned. I would just, like, date them and dump them, or they would do the same to me, but I don't know. It was a fun ride while it was happening. I mean, mind you guys, this was my sexual liberation. This was a girl who was confined to her parents' strict rules and a strict Catholic school system, an all-girls school in high school. I mean, the testosterone, the hormones were high. The hormones were raging. I know. You and Papa don't like it when I tell these stories. Nonetheless, the next shift that I can remember, and the timelines might be wrong, but I don't believe that they are. I started dating this guy. Yeah. And I don't think, you guys, anytime, I don't say anytime, but a lot of times in my life that I've gotten into relationships, it's been the fast lane, you know? We're basically getting married and having babies, you know what I'm saying? Excuse yourself, sir. So, this guy, I just gotta call him Psycho Sam. He fell in love with your girl, like, you know. And things just went really fast. And then, you know, the faster, the quicker the flame, the faster it burns, motherfuckers. Because this shit burned. I don't mean STD burned, but it burned. Maybe, but not like that. You guys, he was so jealous of my one friendship. He was jealous of the friendship that I had with another guy who I was friends with for a very long time. I get it, you know, but at the time, this guy was my best friend. George was the reason that Psycho Sam and I did not work out, because of Psycho Sam's jealousy towards George. Crazy. And I think since George also worked at Barget, everyone was spreading rumors that, like, we were hooking up. So it got in Psycho Sam's head, and it was just, like, crazy times. This whole time really just prepared me for the rest of my life, because guess what, baby? High school never ends. Yeah, I just remember it went really fast. We dated not even a month. He made his MySpace page, his background, like, I love Lauren. But then when things started to go south, for some reason, when I would look up his MySpace, it still said I love Lauren. But if I was in, like, another person's login, it was something completely different. And then one day, he just broke up with me because he couldn't handle my friendship with George. I call him Psycho Sam because he was really intense. He seemed like a normal white guy. He seemed like a normal white guy, you know? And normal white guys, 8 out of 10 times, 9 out of 10 times, turned out to be fucking crazy. He was so sweet in the beginning, and then he just changed. You know? If I could give myself any type of advice, or any women out there, do as I say, not as I do, is to date somebody for at least 90 days before doing a damn thing. Sure, you're going to kiss them, but give them 90 days, okay? Realistically, in a relationship, 2 years. And tell me who that person really is, or who they turn out to be, because I can assure you that people have all different sides to them, and you only see the best side in the beginning. I was just thinking about how some of the guys that I really wanted ended up being with a girl that also worked there, and they got married and had kids, and then they ended up divorced. And I would be thinking like, hi, you should have chose me. But thank God you didn't. Whew. Yeah, what's crazy, this is the intricacies of everything, is how small of a world it actually is. Because with my then friend George, I was actually friends with his brother Michael at first, and everyone thought that they were gay. To this day, a lot of people still think that they are, even though Michael's married and has a baby and everything. But I would defend Michael in the beginning when it was just Michael before George. Michael turned his back on me. And years later, it was at least 4 years later. No, like 2 years later. We went to college. And this motherfucker was talking about me to girls that I went to high school with. Telling them all the Barget drama. Like, oh, so you think it's cute to talk shit about the people who had your back? But it's okay. He profusely apologized. It's just funny how things get back to me, because that girl that he was talking shit about ended up being my roommate. And then my roommate was dating a guy who was also living with Jonathan at the same time. But we never knew until we got together now. Small ass world. Sometimes I think, how would have my life turned out had I had stayed with that company and worked my way up to team lead, to store manager, to regional manager. Yo, I love shopping there, but fucking working there is the pits. It's been 2 decades, 20 years since I worked there. I'm sure a lot has changed, but I am not rehireable. So then, I'm a freshman in college. I quit Barget, and my first job is Run for Your Life Bank, downtown Chicago. I mean, the shit that happens here, just you wait. At this point, We're closing out the Barget diaries. Nothing else really keeps coming to mind except a bunch of fuck people and bitches. If there's ever a prevalent story that I think about from those days, I'll rehash it only on those terms. But this is now the next chapter. It was all girls school mixed with Barget days. This is now the transition. This is now the transition to college. I will delve more into my high school experience, although I've talked about it already. I'm going to talk about it a few more times so I get it completely off my chest. Whether it's on to the next chapter. So this first sector was called, I want to say growing up, but that's so cliche. What do we name that time of our lives? I know my rent was going to be paid about 2 weeks ago. I worked my ass off and I still pay low. Time of our lives. This is the time of our lives. All right, y'all. Peace out. See you next time.